Hey, everybody, what's popping?
Sister, share this on your wall, girl. Share this on your wall, girl.
Wait a minute, how I do that?
Girl, you just share it on your wall, girl.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
up?
I am not going to touch nothing.
Oh, you ain't touching it? Okay,
Uh,
good. We just gonna let it be because you know you get into the situation that you're supposed to tear it up. What's up, everybody? Is it on? Is it on, honey? Is this thing recording? This is your girl T.S. Madison, and I am coming to you loud, live, and always and forever in color from the marvelous chateau. And tonight we're talking all things. It's Black love, a real thing. And my guest speaker tonight is the illustrious, electric, honey, everything and all things, Miss Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton, what's going on,
what's
girl?
going on? Hey, guys.
Sister, we got a lot to talk about tonight.
Sister.
I've been watching a lot of things with you online, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about, girl.
What you mean you been watching me online?
I've been watching you online,
What have I
and
been doing?
you've been doing something. You you've been doing something, and the something that you've been doing, but we actually been doing something together. I think we've been really expressive with our feelings and stuff online, especially when it's coming down to the whole aspect of Black love. And I think both of us are really going through something. I mean, maybe not mentally right now, but I think that we're going through something spiritually right now.
Are we, you think?
I think.
Like, go into it, because what you mean?
All right, well, let's talk. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
So the topic tonight is Black love a real thing? So let's talk about Black love when it's good. I want you to tell me a story.
Oh, me?
Yes, of the good times.
An archive.
And of an archive. So of the good times. Of what does a good, solid relationship look like for you?
Oh my God. A solid relationship. Okay, I think we have to start with communication, right? And honesty. I just feel like if you could talk about anything, you can get through anything, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like being able to be free to, say what you need to say. And even if you're giving, or even if you're having like a brutally honest conversation, knowing that it's a safe place, for me, I think that is the root to it all.
So
Here you go.
Okay. So how do you think your
Holy
desires?
Lordy, I need the spirit of alcohol. You're crazy.
I am. So how do you think that your desires line up with other Black women? Do you think that other Black women share these same exact desires, like when it comes down to, just want honesty and truth?
Okay, I'm not gonna put myself in the box and say Black women. I'm just gonna say like all women. But I think like speaking in particularly with like Black women, I don't think that they're always ready to have honest, brutally honest conversations, because I feel like most of the time we become defensive and offended, and then wonder why our men doesn't feel safe to talk to us.
Okay, so I'm going to dig deep, but I just got to hit the corners at the top. So let's talk about happy Black love on screen. Like, what are some of the good representations of Black love on screen that
On
we
screen,
can?
like you mean in the fake, because everybody's fucked up, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we're being fictitious, right? Okay.
No, I mean it's some good Black love on
What's the
Denzel
name?
Washington.
What's the name of it? What's the
No,
name?
Denzel Washington and his wife Viola Davis and her husband. Moneybag and Ari.
Oh.
They
Sierra Russell.
Yeah. Papoose and Remy.
Beyonce and Jay.
Nikki and Kenneth.
Tony and Birdman.
Wait, they still together?
I don't tell people business. I'm just saying we're
Oh,
talking about people in the public eye that we think is together. Okay.
okay. So we called out some good representations. We did that. We did that real fast. We did. I was okay. So
Yep, that was
let's
cute.
let's turn it around and get into what we really want to talk about. Girl, tell me about the bad times. What do you think has gone wrong in Black love? Because if we're asking if it's real, what are these doubts coming from?
It's the lying for me. I mean, I could get past anything other than a lie. No, really. I mean, don't trick me. Don't set me up for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know what door I'm walking in. Let me know what's popping. And don't have me embarrassed in front of people. You know what I mean? When everybody around me know what the fuck is going on and I do not. Like, for me, that's just like, yeah, no, I can't. That's what I can't deal with.
So obviously you're speaking from a place of experience.
I think all the listeners are too, because I see a whole bunch of thumbs up. Because it really is that simple. It's like, yo, like, I mean, okay, let me just go ahead and just like be honest and like give whoever, fellas in the room or whoever's in the room who say they partners say they, you can tell me anything, you can talk to me about anything, and they really can't. And they can't handle it. I got that. I hear you. But there are some people who can actually handle it and who can handle that more than being the last to know.
Vesta Williams said, "Why was I the last to know?"
Why? I mean, because that falls under such a huge umbrella of like, you have no respect for me. Ooh, shall we go into it?
We shall. We
Okay.
shall. We
You have no
shall.
respect for me, so you're going to continuously lie to me. You
Okay,
have
but
no
when you
respect.
say lie, like lies could be anything. Like, okay, I was at work late, or and are we
Lying,
talking
I
about
mean,
lies?
acting as if everything is okay at home and it is not. Lying is like, oh, I'm going with my boys, and you got a whole nother piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Okay,
Lying,
which
what?
brings me to the question: Do men really want to be monogamous?
Ooh, you have to ask a man.
Okay, I hear a lot of men say. I hear a lot of men say that they want to be monogamous and things like that. I hear lots of that. Okay, obviously we're talking from a woman's perspective here, from a black woman's perspective, black cis women, black trans women. We're talking from this perspective, currently, and so.
But that be what it is for me. We always trying to speak for what they want instead of hearing what they want. You know what I'm saying? And listening.
Well, I believe that men tell you what they want in the beginning of the relationship, or the beginning
Ooh,
or the beginning of the courtship. But I think we
ooh.
we might be lost in the attraction, or we might be lost in the wine and dine, and we might be lost in the the illusion, and we don't hear it. Because I personally feel like that if you really listen to a commune with you when you're having like these deep cuddle conversations, you'll find out if his freak level is like real high. And okay, I'm just gonna give my example. I really
Thank
enjoyed this dude. I was really into this dude a lot, and he and I had became like really, close in what we do and stuff. And it was two things that he did that I didn't pay attention to in the beginning because I thought he was so fine and sexy, and I liked his toes and stuff like that. Like all of this, like I was so into all of. And we got in the shower one time, and he slightly peed on my foot in the shower, and I was like, I really didn't pay no attention because I pee in the shower. Hello.
Yes. Okay, finish. I didn't want everybody to know I was over here screaming. Go ahead.
So, you know, we I didn't really pay it any attention, like, so we got into bed and we were after we shot, we were naked and we got into bed, we was gonna have sex, and then he asked me, you know, hey, can I, I
What?
was like, can you what? And he was like, well, can I pee on you? I was like, no, I don't want you I don't
Oh,
want you peeing on me. No.
oh my God.
And so that it was just like it was a little light, like it was a very light conversation. We wasn't heavy. And it wasn't heavy. But the more and more that we developed, like continuously playing around with each other, like, it kept becoming a reoccurring question. And then it was a reoccurring thing about a threesome, like, because he asked me about like a girl, like a person that I knew, and I was like, yeah, I know that person, whatever. And then it was just like, oh, and I was like, wait, are you asking about? And so the signs that I didn't pay attention into the front was that, okay, girl, why is you over here screaming, girl? Were you on mute screaming?
Oh, I'm over here straight up dying. I mean, because this came out of nowhere, but I'm enjoying it. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, because this is what I be talking about listening to them when they're talking to you and when they're speaking to you and stuff like that. So, and it was very, it really started to get persistent. It became a persistent thing, like talking, and I was like, yo, I can't really get into you like this. Like, I can't really, like, you've been really having like this, like, really been trying to really lean into this conversation with me about this peeing and this threesome. It's like, what kind of freak stuff, SHI, is you on? Like, what is this? Like, what's going on? Like how we on? I can't be in a relationship with two people with you, my friend, and you want to pee on me and her.
Wait, when the friend come in?
The friend didn't come in. But if I would have, it just kept being a question of that. And I had a real serious conversation with him once. I was like, well, one time, like after I was over it, I was like, am I not enough for us? Like, are we not in enough space? Like, I don't ask you about another man, like, and you got some fine homeboys, so I don't ask you about no other man. Like, I'm not asking you about your friend, and
They below me on the screen.
like, and you have a nice butt, and I haven't been asking you, could I slam you in the butt? Like, girl, I mean, but you're really like crossing the lines with me, like, and then I just knew that wasn't a real. That's something that I shouldn't have looked at as a relationship. I just should have looked at that as like some freaks, like a freak session. But I think this is a lot of things that happen to women, like men come in and they come in and they you start missing the stuff. A man will tell you he gonna whoop your ass by just telling you, girl, don't play with me. You better get somewhere and sit down. You better understand that man later on somewhere in that relationship gonna backhand you.
Yeah, because what you're saying is he done told you sit your ass down somewhere and stop playing with me.
Yes, he has
Okay.
said that to me. He has done these things. Okay, y'all, we talking, right? And like here on this platform, you're not able to, you'll be in the comment section like when it's playing. But I'm looking. I need to see what y'all comments are. I am going to be back and forth on my Instagram, looking on my Instagram under the picture that I posted about this. Oh damn, did I post it? Let me post the picture.
Yeah, because I think everybody is stumped over this first story that you told.
I need to see it on the Twitter. I'm going on my Twitter. Are y'all tweeting it? I'm on my Twitter. So y'all get on the Twitter and let's
baby,
do it. Like,
I know I am stuck, honey. And it's the first story for me. I mean, I'm really trying to work through that.
well, it's because Tamar, what I'm saying
Oh
is,
God.
it's about a man talking talking about what he wants or who he is or what it is that he desires. Like like sometimes the men are completely honest with you right up there in the beginning, and we not paying it any attention. That man was honest with me in the beginning when he let that little bit of pee out on my foot in the shower. He was honestly letting me know then, like, well, yeah, I'm really into these things, and I really didn't pay no attention. I just moved my foot out the way so he could pee in the what you call it, and I was like, why does he keep missing the little hole in the shower? Like, girl, why does it keep getting on my foot?
He was testing the water. Literally.
But he was telling me that
Yeah.
this,
That he a
and
freak.
yeah, I guess that's what it was. I guess that's just what it was. So,
Wow. So what do you do with that? Like, but going back to the original question, like, is that love? I mean, if someone was to ask me that, for me, love is accepting someone for who they are, no matter what.
girl,
So if I truly love somebody, no, really, if I truly love someone and I know that that's what they want, I'm not saying that I have to oblige, but I have to accept that about them. Does everybody know the difference to that? It's the
tell
truth.
me.
Okay. Okay. So the difference is I don't have to participate in something that you want to do, but I have to accept it. So either I am going to be a participant, or because I love you and I know that this is really what you like, and I'm not willing to do that. One, I'm willing to love you enough to let you go, or love you enough to let you fulfill that part of you. Oh, everybody got quiet. There's no comments. Absolutely no comments.
Well, I'm not. Well, for me, Tamar, this is what's
Yeah.
not going to happen for me. I'm not finna. I mean, I went along down the line with it because I really liked the man, and I really
For
was like he.
sure.
And I was like, okay, this ain't really nothing. This ain't really, this something like he is trying to pee in the shower. But then when he started talking to me about it, and I was just like, but I love him. This is what I was saying in my. This is what
I
I was
love
saying
him,
in
so
my
I'm gonna let him
brain.
go ahead on and pee on me.
No, but I didn't. I didn't let him pee on me.
On your
Okay, I
feet.
did. I did. Okay, I did. Okay, I did, girl.
Holy baloney. Oh my God.
Okay, we're being honest in the room. I did. I did let him go on my leg. I did like a dog.
I mean, amazing. Because it's like our rooms be so crunk because, like we talk about things that everybody is afraid to admit and talk about. And, I just think as adults, and, once you decide that you want a successful relationship, you have to talk about these, you know, unfamiliar, uncomfortable things. So
Have
after
you
you
had?
let him pee on you, then what? You did the threesome?
I never did the threesome. I just that was too far for me because I just can't share what I feel like is mine. But then in my mind, but in the thing of this, it's you really not mine anyway. You really
Yeah.
not mine.
Yeah.
So, girl, I've shared. Give me the tea. What do
Okay,
you?
but what about share meaning? What do you mean like share? Okay, so because you didn't want to participate, do you share to the point where you had binoculars? Did you watch? Did you
No,
allow
I
him to
wouldn't
do
get
that?
involved. I wouldn't get involved. I'm not gonna get involved.
You just set boundaries. Okay, you can pee on my feet, but you can't bring nobody else over here.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
we ended up not lasting anyway.
Well, because you guys were into two different things. You know what I mean? And so that never works. Like for me, like I'm not into that. Like I'm not gay at all. You know what I mean? Like I that's just not my thing. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, that's just not me. But if let's just say that that's something that my partner wanted to explore, right?
No.
But wait, can I get it out?
Okay, go ahead, but no. Go ahead, but no. But go ahead, girl. But
Wait, go ahead, but no.
girl, go
You
ahead.
didn't let me finish.
Okay,
Damn,
go ahead, but
Janae.
no. But okay, I'm quiet now.
Finish, but no. Okay, okay, well, let me ask you this. Finish, but no. Yeah, but no. What's the alternative? You break up over a desire?
Yes.
You lose. Like, okay, so what if the relationship was amazing? What if you guys were the best of friends? You could talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? You were open and honest, and it's the desire that's in the way. What do you do with that?
Y'all not equally yoked.
We breaking up instantly.
We not equally yoked. Like there's no way that we could be equally yoked.
Well, I think at that point a decision has to be made. It's either you're going to try it, you know, because you never know what you may like until you try it, for someone else. Because the shoe could be on the other foot. What if all of a sudden you wanted to try something and your partner did not? Like, you would be extremely frustrated about that, no?
This is why I think that communication is key. And like from the door, I think that you should tell your partner from the door, I'm into water sports. Or from the door, you should tell your partner. Like that's all that stuff is deal breaking stuff for me. Because if I'm
Yeah.
getting to know you, I want to get to know you. Am I going like let's say I really did get to know you. I really got to know you. We've been on numerous dinner dates. We've loved on each other. Like I done met your mama, and all of a sudden I get in the bed and I'm laying down and you're standing up urinating on me. And I'm freaked out by this because this is the one thing that you've left out of the conversation. Now, at the top of this segment, Tamar, the first thing that you said was honesty it's the barrier. Honesty is the barrier. Like you could do anything, just please be honest with me. You left that part out.
Yeah, it's that for me, and that's what I mean. Like, don't sign me up for something that I didn't, willingly know about. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. And so, like, that's why I feel like a lot of great conversations while you're courting has to definitely happen. And if you find somebody who you like and they don't want to be open and honest with you, then that's not the person for you, because you're going to run into, a whole bunch of problems at the end of the day.
Yeah, like for a lot of women, bisexuality is a deal breaker. It's a deal breaker for a
You
lot.
always gotta just go there. I love you so much. Oh my God. But the flip side, most Black men is not going to be open about their bisexuality, though.
But because they're not, it's just not an allowed thing. And that's why when I was on the Breakfast Club this earlier, I said that men should have the same ability as women to explore their options, because women can go out in the world and they can make a tuna sandwich. They can make a tuna sandwich all day. But a man cannot have a sausage sandwich. He can't eat a banana. He can't have a peanut butter sandwich. He can't have it.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Like, this is not Old Country Buffet,
But it's not fair. It's not fair. And a lot of men do a lot of hoish things. They do a lot of hoish things because, it don't necessarily be that they don't love their partner. It's just like men are ruled by sex.
So what if the attraction is not a dude?
You haven't given me any. You haven't given me.
I have, because you are busting my brain over here. That's why. Because you started off with the story, honey, and it threw the whole thing off.
I was trying to lay my stuff on the table.
So you was laying your burdens down. I got it. But at the end of the day, it's like you started with the peeing on the foot, and that just opened up Pandora's box. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know what you want me to say.
Well, I want you to talk about the truth. I want you to talk about what is going on with you and love. What is your issue? Like, that's kind of my issue. Like,
oh, wow.
My issue with me and love is just like the lust in them takes over. It's the lust. It's the doggish. It's the things. It's the objectification of the lady that's doing it for me. So, what seems to be your obstacle? What's your obstacle?
Oh my God. Oh God, this is such a question. There's so much pressure attached to it. Okay, so for me, I don't. Okay, so what is it for me? Are you asking what I think? Right? You're asking me my opinion, right? Okay.
What's your obstacle, sister? Why are we single? Why are we single?
Oh,
What is the reason for us being single? Well, wait a minute. Are you single?
yeah, I'm single. Extremely.
You're a beautiful. Okay, let me word it this way. You're a very beautiful, successful woman, and you have your things together. What are you single for? Why are you single?
I can't successfully ask that question. I don't know if I'm necessarily, looking to not be single, you know, only because I think that, like dating now is completely different, And for me, I'm not a rollover rover. Like, I'm not, like, I am never going to allow the dude that I like or dating or whatever to date other women while you dating me. Like that's just for me not cool. You know what I'm saying? And like, and I think that's not what's happening now. Like everybody belongs to the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come get this D Avenue. And I'm just not driving down that street. I'm not gonna do that, you know? So I think that maybe that has a lot to do with it. And I think that I don't know if people believe that I'm really like this wholesome old school type of chick. And I don't even know if that's what guys are looking for. You know what I'm saying? So
Why
I
would you
don't,
say? Why would you think that you don't? Why would you think that it's not what guys are looking for?
I mean, they say they are, but I don't think they are. I think a lot of guys look, for women to be like, twerking and throwing it back in public, a party girl. And like I could party and have a good time, but like I'm a old school like lady, and I think that that's just not what's happening now. Like I think a lot of women are like feeling they muscle because they make as much or more money than men, and so they feel like they got to have 4 or 5 dudes. You know what I mean? To make up, for one, or
Well,
they
when I
they got to feel like they got to be an alpha female, and I don't like that. Like I mean, everybody can talk about me, don't at me, but I'm just saying I'm not an alpha female. I don't want to be an alpha female. I grew up in a household with a bunch of alpha females, and that's not who I want to be. I don't want to be that at all whatsoever.
so
I
basically
enjoy
you
being submissive. I really
so
do.
you want to be a submissive bottom. That's what you want to be, a bottom. Girl,
But
girl.
why everybody gotta be like rah rah strong black female? Why can't I enjoy my man like really running the household and feeling protected and being protected? You know what I'm saying? And him also feeling protected, in the interim. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm strong, but at the end of the day, I don't want to run shit. I do not. I want to run my business and come home and be a wife. There, I said it. I do.
So you want to be dingaling whoop. That's what you want to be, but you don't
You
want
know
all the
what?
stuff that
But why is that dingling whoop?
and you don't want all the stuff that comes along with being dingaling whooped. You don't want to. You
Like
don't want.
what? But why does it have to be dingling whooped if I understand and like a position? I don't want to come home and be a dude. I want to come home and be a woman. I want to be soft. I want to be feminine. I want to be sexy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, go toe to toe with my dude. Like we can on opinions and things like that, but like at the end of the day, I don't want to come home and be toe to toe. Like that's not peace to me.
Yes, that's the way I feel too. I want to be a bottom. Here's
I'm really trying to stay safe. This is a
no,
lot.
no, but no, no, girl. Here's the thing. Here's what happens. What happens is you've went out here in the world, and God has given you a gift and a talent, and He's giving you He's giving you not an easy life because you still have to work, but He's giving you something, and He's giving you a personality. He's giving you all this stuff, and you can make all the things that you want to happen for yourself. You can make them happen for yourself without a man. So
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. But why would I want all of these things and not have a partner? Why would I want all of these
well,
things
because
and
I'm
be all
getting
by
there.
myself and be an old maid? Why
No,
would you want that?
no, no, but I'm getting there because see, here's the thing. Men that you have a public persona, I have a public persona. We're public people. It's like men, when men walk in the door with women like that, they know that maybe they can't bring the exact same thing to the table. And even if you deal with a man that has more money than you or made more money than you, you'd always be a bigger star than he is.
Okay.
And without you even being alpha or being like, this is you already have a commanding presence in this person's life. It's already a commanding thing that's in his life. And so sometimes when men get a prize like yourself, like myself, or we get a prize, they get a prize in that place, it becomes like, yeah, I've conquered that, but like it's an ego. It could be an ego trip for them. I don't know because I've dealt with a lot of men in my life,
Okay.
and it could be an ego trip for them. It could be okay. How do you when you do date? Do you date outside of your? Do you date outside your tax bracket?
That's not something that matters to me. So I don't
See,
need. I don't care
maybe
about
that
that.
should maybe that because maybe that should be a mattering thing.
For me, I mean, obviously, that's not a conversation that I'm ever ready to have because I don't. Holy baloney. Like, where am I?
Because if you date outside your tax bracket, if you date outside your tax bracket,
Okay, so here's the thing. I think you attract who you are. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, if you're dating someone who doesn't know anything about what you do, you know what I mean? And, like, you don't like the same things, and that's never going to work. So I can't even say, oh, what's the tax bracket? How much money do you make? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even believe in that. I believe in, like, what do you like? What do I like? We like the same things. We like to go to the same places. So obviously, you're used to the same things that I'm used to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a real like I like a lot of nice things, but I'm simple for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Um, so like when I'm not working and when I'm not like all dolled up in Tamar, like I'm a real like DMV homegirl. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I like to have a lot in the bank. I don't care who it come from. If it come from me, if it come from him, it come from us, which is even better. But like I
but
I just
here's
want
the
a good
thing about
man. I want
submitting.
somebody who I'm compatible with, and somebody who understands me and don't make me feel bad about being who I am. How about that? Let's start there.
Okay,
Let's start there.
but what's been the difficult part of that? Like, what has been the difficult? Because it sounds easy, but what has been the difficult part of that? It's have they gotten with you and still want to be a street roamer?
No, I haven't run into that, and I. Oh my God.
What is it? Why is it difficult?
I don't know. I want to take some questions, Maddie. Like this is getting too hot and heavy for little old Tay. I done put my foot in my mouth and I ruined my chances, and all
Girl,
because
who you don't want your chances with?
kidding.
I want you with a listen. Listen, I could just speak from. I have my own money too. I have my own money. I've been independent of my own self, like, and there are times that I have told myself, I just want to like a man. I want him to like me. I want us to like each other, whatever. But then when I go to thinking about me being submissive and coming home and being a quote, air quote, a wife, and I'm coming home to be a wife from work, and you mean to tell me that I'm going to submit and be submissive to you, and we're not in the same place of the tax bracket?
What?
No, that can't happen.
Oh, so you're
Now I could
superior because
play
you
with
make
you.
more money?
We could play
Oh.
around, and we could have a good, like, we don't got to be serious. Now we can have our little, little jump off, a little, little ooh, oh, we could do our little thing. But seriously, I feel like if you want to be if you want to be me to be submissive, then I need to be coming
I think you're
home.
asking the wrong questions. I think the question is, do you want to be the boss or you want to be in love? Or you want to be loved? You know what I'm
It
saying?
gotta all work together for me.
Yeah, but at the same
It gotta all work together for me, Tamar.
excuse me, I do not want to be on the shade room. Not oh my God. I
It
just
got to
wanted to
all
talk to
work
my
together for
friend.
me. It has to all work together. It needs to work together. It needs to run. It needs to be like, like my dude is a mega producer. My dude is a banker. My dude is a crypto coin, situation. My dude is and I'm okay with submitting to that. I'm not finna submit to the street corner dude. I might submit to the dingling. I might like. Sure.
Don't you want to take a question? Because you're not getting any more out of me.
Girl, I'm over here looking. Like I'm looking. I'm on the Twitter. I'm looking.
Oh
I'm
my
looking on Twitter to see
God.
what the children is saying. Girl, they just said
Oh.
they falling out. I'm just
Look,
looking on
I
the
don't want to
Twitter.
miss my blessing of an amazing partner because of some money. That's not what I'm interested in. You know what I'm saying? Because, there have been like people that I've dated that have been extremely wealthy and been complete assholes.
Okay, let's dissect
And
that
I'm
then.
not here for that. Like,
What can we
you're not going to make
dissect
me
it?
feel bad about working my ass off and pursuing my dreams and starting businesses and doing what I want to do with my money that I, work hard for, and, having sexy pictures because I'm a singer, or being on television, or not being able to, change my schedule to fit yours. You know what I'm saying? I want the respect to be mutual. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I've had a whole lot of money, a lot of money, and I've had a lot less, you know. And, from my experience in that, I would rather be happy with a person who I get along with, who I can laugh my ass off with, and who has respect for me and what I do. And that's just it. All that other shit is some bullshit. It just really is. And it's for Instagram and it's for likes. And that does not make a happy home. A happy home has something to do with who respects you at the end of the day, who's going to be there. Now that's who it is for me. Who got you at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna have 10 toes down at the end of the day? You know what I mean? When all the chips fall, like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, for me, all that other stuff, it's a no. For me, an extraordinary life is the definition of what I just said. And it doesn't have anything to do with money. Period.
See, maybe I need to get out of my
Yeah, because I grew up with my parents, being super duper successful, and they got divorced on their 35th wedding anniversary. So what's happening? I'm sorry, what? What's
Okay.
the conversation?
So
Exactly.
I'm looking here on my Instagram right now, and Moon Spirit 2017 said, if it seems as if you're a wholesome girl, it seems that they want you to be boo boo the fool and naive.
No, you could be wholesome. That don't mean you don't know how to be a This, oh God, I'm trying to stay safe, Lord. Keep me on the phone. That does not mean that. That just means that you have respect at home and you're comfortable with the position that you have chosen. Now, it could be different for, everyone. You asked me a specific question. That, for me, is what works for me. So, there you have it. Ain't it about that time, sis? All right, everybody.
No, it ain't about that time. It's not. You ain't escaping this. Okay, I'm on Twitter, and they said me and my mom were having a deep conversation. Conversations like this are deep. We need to call in for advice. I was literally just venting to my mom about this, and I'm reading what they're saying. Listening. Oh God, they got my name in here. Hold on, girl. What did I say, girl?
See, I done told you.
Girl, what I
done
said? Hold
told
on.
you.
It
You done
says
told that story about pissing on your feet, and then what?
Elizabeth.
Where you go from there?
T.S. Madison and Tamar Braxton talking about what I was just venting about. And then the mom said, vent, let it go, let it go. This says, I am, but that it's the point just talking about relationship and compatibility. Okay, so let's just bring it back down to a light level really quick. Like, when do you think that you know that you kind of like are compatible with somebody, Tamar? Like, when do you, like, what are the signs that make you feel like that you're compatible?
It's easy. It's easy. You're not forcing anything. You know what I mean? You're not forcing conversation. You're not forcing, like bonding. You're not, forcing the chemistry. It's just there. You know what I mean? It's just is.
So it's both of you like chessman cookies in your banana pudding.
No, you don't necessarily have to get that detailed. Oh my God. I'm just saying when it's easy, when you can have an easy conversation, you know what I mean? When you can have, like when that person feels like you can't spend a day without them. That's your homie. That's your, you know what I mean? Like your life partner. I can
But
depend
where
on you, depend
but
on, it's
okay,
reciprocated.
but we say this, but where do things go left?
Becky, I don't know.
What makes the thing go left, sister? What makes it go wrong? What makes it just go? Because all of this stuff, is it the things that we didn't pay attention to in the beginning?
People don't know how to listen and communicate. People tell you how they feel and what they need. But it's up to us to get our own way in our own heads and listen to someone for a chance, Because then we try to argue somebody else's opinion. Your spouse can come to you and be like, yo, I don't like blah, blah, blah. You just tripping. You like it. We trying to change people's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I need you to do blah, blah, blah. Or I need you to, I think it'd be, cool if you would blah, blah, blah. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try things. Jesus on the main line. Like, I just feel like sometimes like we feel like we have all the answers, but then again, you are at home by yourself wondering what you did wrong. You're not listening. It
Well,
really is simple.
what was done wrong was all that little bitty. I think I think the romance of it all is what really you know, lands the plane. You know how when you coming in for a landing and it's just like that's what really, yeah. But then it's like when you deboard and you're going to the rest of the destination, you're like, girl, I ain't know you do all this, or I ain't know you, like, I was so swept up in the little things that you did for me, like the flowers that you got me at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, I think that everybody wears a mask in the beginning. I think we wear a mask in the beginning.
Yeah, because we want to impress people so hard. Now, listen, I done talked about the perspective of me and what I would do, but what I expect is something totally different. Now, if I'm doing all that, you're gonna have to romance the stone, baby. You know what I'm saying? You're
Come
gonna
on,
have to,
jeweler now. Come on,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, for sure. Like you're gonna have to let me know that you appreciate, what I do and what's out there, and know that what is at home is completely more valuable than whatever you can catch. You know what I'm saying? You can throw your ball, but can you catch that ball at the end of the day? That's what Greg Leake said, before. Like, can you catch that same ball? While you throwing that ball, you better make sure you can catch that same ball. And 9 times out of 10, that is not the case.
Yeah. So, Rich 713 Richie on Twitter says, "Nothing is forced with us. We have great chemistry,
See? Easy.
love the same shows, and have good values. But out of nowhere, we go 2 days without talking. Inconsistency makes me feel like it's not worth it, even though everything else is so great." Now, see
Oh, so we tripping over 2 days?
yes,
Everybody needs
sister,
to
we got to like,
know.
where have you gone for those 2 days?
So 29 or 28 other amazing days. You tripping over 2 days. See, that's when you get it fucked up. Like,
No,
come
it's
on.
not that way. It's like,
Everybody
where did?
is not going to be perfect all the time. So you're complaining over 2 days? That's
Yes, where you at?
uh
So we
oh
was
yeah,
just
no.
vibing. We was just vibing Monday and Tuesday,
And
vibing.
Wednesday and Thursday we hit a rough patch, but we back at it
But
on
how did
Friday,
we?
Saturday,
What was the?
Sunday, and Monday.
But where did the rough? What was the rough patch? What?
Because we are two individuals and we're not going to agree on everything. And I think that's the misconception, that we think that somebody got to be exactly like us. No, we could be similar. We could like some of the same things, but what we tend to like lose is ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And we want to penalize someone for wanting to have their own opinion and want to hang out with their own friends and want to do, them for a day or two because we want them to conform to everything we want them to be. And that is just simply, not logical. It's not, and it's
Where are you
not
going?
fair.
Where are you going with your friends? Where are you
Yeah.
going?
Why you got to go with your friends? Why you can't go with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I don't want to be your entire earth. I want to be a big portion of it. Yeah, but fuck, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I still want you to be you because that you is what I was originally attracted to. I want
Okay.
you to hang out with your friends. I want you to, you know what I mean? Go live and be you. And I know that you come home at the end of the day because I am home and I'm the only one who can provide that for you.
Rock. Okay, here we go. Rock underscore THC said, "Madison, I disagree with you. Just because a woman is a public figure, et cetera, it wouldn't be a problem." Okay, men say that. They say that until, girl, let me shake the table. Let me shake the table and just really shake it like in the last
Oh,
round.
don't shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it
Bobby
like a
Brown,
salt shaker. Shake it like a salt
Bobby
shaker.
Brown was most definitely jealous of Whitney.
Oh my God. Wait,
He was
what?
definitely jealous of her. Let's do it.
What?
He was most definitely jealous of her. Yeah, it was great that he that was his wife in the beginning, but then he felt lost in her shadow. Let's not do that. We got to talk about it. Like there are lots of powerful women who have men on their side that in a space they be jealous of them, and this is how a lot of the infidelity starts. They do a lot of cheating because they want to slip they dinglings off into something that they feel that's kind of on their level or beneath them. I told you, I said it, but that's how I feel.
Well, I flatlined, so.
I, I feel that. I honestly do feel that way. And so this is why when I say, hey, is are you dealing in your bracket? Are you dealing on your level? It's good to say, I just want somebody to love on me or whatever, but like, are we compatible? Like, what's going on in my life right now? It's too many 23-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 26, 27, 28-year-old men hitting me up trying to
It's too
communicate.
much stamina, sis. Too much stamina in your
Oh, I got
hands.
to just. I still have testosterone in me, so I have the same stamina that they them motherfuckers got. But what I'm saying is that we not on the same level when it comes
Yeah.
down to to thinking to age. And I have myself, let me go ahead on and just be like, I've been real from the way the show opened up. I have myself have went and submitted and be like, okay, girl, let me just kick it with homeboy or whatever. And you done got a prize. You done got a person that's a high ranking official. And then you start doing all this foolishness stuff with people that ain't even on my level. Dealing outside of with people that's not even on my level and doing these things or whatever, girl, because it really boils down because you try to figure out like what did you do, and it ain't what you did in your brain. You sit up here like trying to figure out like what did I do when it really is them people are they feel some type of way about you at the end of the day. They got in there, it was an ego trip for them to get you because you are a high ranking person. And it was an ego trip for them to get you. And once that they got you, and you submitting and you doing all the things or whatever, whatever, and you go out in the world, yeah, you they little buttercup, sweetie honey pie, butter pecan ice cream, snickerdoodle, and you go out in the world and you are the grand don, doom, boom, bam, boom, you are the thing, and it's just like, them people be jealous of you sometimes, girl.
I've never experienced that.
Do people be jealous with you? Sometimes they be jealous of you sometimes. Sister, they be jealous. And they're jealous of you, and they treat you this way, and they try to break you down they try to break you down to be like what did Bernadette Cooper say? If I have to become a BW, I know I was looking good. I had on my jeans. From the Men All Paws, Miss Bernadette Cooper.
Yes.
So it's just like, she said she have to go down and if she got to come down and be a basic woman.
Yeah, I don't know about all of that. And I wasn't talking about that, and I ain't never said that because I don't believe in that. I've always said that someone who accepts me for who I am and what I do. That means I'm not dimming my star. I'm not dimming my light. I am who I am. I am, you know, like celebrated about who I am and what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about from a fan standpoint because I don't want to live with no damn fan, but I do want to live with my biggest fan. Somebody who always had my back, somebody who always cheers me on. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't think I've ever had the situation where I felt like, my mate was jealous of me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I do believe that, look, there's some situations where the females is completely jealous of their man too. They at the
Yeah.
office, you know what I'm saying? So I do believe that it exists, but I don't think I've ever experienced that. And you always want me to say something about that man, and I think you crazy.
Girl, you a mess. Okay, someone in the comment. Let me read you what someone said here on Twitter. On Twitter, Kealvin Lee Barnett said, "I feel like in a relationship, you don't meet the real person you're with until months or years down the line when they get comfortable. If I'm with you, I'm responsible for your smile. But sometimes people feel like if they with you, you're responsible for their come up."
Something stuck in my throat. I don't know what happened.
Right.
Lord Jesus, I'm stressed out. This has stressed me out.
Girl, what is you stressed out for, girl? You
This
at the microwave,
conversation
girl.
because I had to heat up a hot toddy. My nose
Girl,
done got stuffed.
look,
The
rock,
things you've been saying.
okay, rock underscore THC said, "Thanks for the shout out. I bring something called man energy. I am the eye of her storm. I can be perfectly calm while she do her. The best chef is a good, the best chief is a good Indian." Wait, do you know this man?
I don't know none of these people, child.
Do you know this man?
No. He said what now?
Oh, I gotta go back and read this. He says, thanks for the shout out. I bring something called man energy. I am the eye of her storm.
Oh,
I can be perfectly calm while she do her. The best chief is a good Indian.
wait, what?
Girl, you may have to get on Twitter, girl. I stand alone in the eye of a storm.
Well, who is that? Wow.
Girl, look how soft and cuddly and gushy you got in that moment. You got real soft and gushy and mushy in that moment.
Who is that said that
The Twitter name is rock underscore THC.
No, I don't know who that is. But how you doing?
Uh, um, uh, Pretty B Nay says, yes, I have to be equally yoked with my man child. It's no way we can build an empire and we don't have a game plan as to how we will make our empire prosper if we can put our brilliance together and communicate on the same level to flourish. If we can't, I'm sorry, it's dark in here. My vision is not got low, and I had a vision of love. Girl,
That was all that you gave me, honey.
that's right. Uh, okay, I'm reading what they're saying. Leader of Aquarius, Bijan says, what if you want love? What if you want love, but the dudes that keep hitting you up, equipment is not big enough to get the job done? Oh, Jesus. When it comes to the bedroom, can the size of the member be a deal breaker for a possible lover?
I mean, what
Yes.
do you think? Yes,
For
absolutely.
me, yes. For me, yes. Because I can love your mind.
Yeah.
I can love your spirit. I can love your soul. I can love all the things about you. I can't learn how to like what we missing because I might need your friend.
Yeah, because that's something that you can't change in a relationship. So I think that's a decision that you make when you get into the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So when you know that equipment ain't, heavy enough, then baby, you gotta go get you some equipment that's heavy enough. Because you can't change that.
See, now this is what I like about you, Tamar, right? Because I've had this conversation on numerous times, and I've said, girl, I could love a man, or I could love a man. He could have great money, he could have a great personality, he could be, but if he can't lay the pipe and talk on the mic and eat from the bike and do all the things, I need to be satisfied in a totality. Like I need to be, and it don't need to be. We don't need to lack in those places, girl. I can't do it. And I don't need you to be an anaconda. I don't need you to be 9 foot long.
No,
But I also don't need you because you could be 9 foot long and don't know what to do with it.
Oh, wow. That would be frustrating, huh?
Girl, Deja the top dog said, let a young bull in your panties, child. Get your back wall out and your cooter box air out, sis.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, Rick says, okay, hold on. Rick says, I hear what she's saying, but we regular guys, we only live 10 minutes away from each other, working 8 hours a day. I don't expect him to be under me 24/7, but going ghost for 48 hours weird, especially when I'm the busy one. Maybe he sees it the way she does, which is valid, but not for me. All right, Rich.
Okay,
That's right.
Rich.
No, Jojo, and there's no leaving. Don't walk out on me. Don't
For
leave me this
me?
way.
Who?
No, that's what the people saying. Like don't just Okay. Toy the Aries said, kind of off topic. I think monogamy doesn't come naturally. Not saying I'm with the poly life. I'm just saying it's not natural for most. It takes work. Sometimes people will always find a reason to look, talk, or touch elsewhere. Oh,
Oh.
maybe the person is not built to be monogamous.
Yeah, you can't force people into monogamy. You know what I mean? Like, because you're going to constantly run into the situation where you're cheated on, and that is going to, I mean, listen, that will weigh on your mental. Child, you always feel like you're not good enough. What did I do? There's something I did wrong. No, nobody got time for that.
Well, Tamar, listen, we have came to the end of this show, and we unpacked a little bit and not a whole lot, but a lot and not a little bit. And we shook it up, and you know,
I'm scared, child, because you started
girl.
talking about that first story. You know, that is what lives in my mind, the foot in the shower.
We're gonna have to take this up again at another time, Tamar. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed our conversation. Is Black love a real thing? Honey, we went into so many different directions of this. Please, I need you guys to rewind this back from the beginning and listen to this again. And if you have not tried out the audio rooms on Facebook, they are the T. You can have a really good time. They have stars that come across this stuff. I don't know what's going on with my stars. I can't tell you, girl, something. But listen, this is the place to be. You come over to your audio room, you start a discussion, your podcast, and chop it up. Nobody, you ain't got to put on no wig. In the meantime, I ain't got on no wig or nothing, Lord Jesus.
No, but I'm
Nothing.
still cute behind this thing. Don't you worry about that thing.
And so I want you guys to get involved in this. And listen, there might be a room coming after this. Who knows? Just stay tuned. Tamar, they know where to
Yeah.
follow you at, but tell them well, they don't know they know where to follow you at, girl. You
Yes,
Tamar
y'all
Braxton.
come to Tamar Braxton and on all platforms. I love you guys so much.
That's it. Sister, thank you so much for being with me tonight and talking about this thing. I think we had a really good time.
Oh,
I
baby,
hope you
thank you for
guys,
having me. You have the
you know I
best rooms
love you.
ever.
Yes, we do. You know I love you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is good. Be on the lookout for the next room coming up soon. And make sure that you are doing all things Facebook Live audio rooms when you want to chop it up. Upon the replay, ladies and gentlemen. Bye, y'all.